So you know what kubectl plugins are and how to install them, and let's say you installed a few of these to your machine. In this episode, I want to show you how to keep the kubectl plugins you installed up to date and how to keep your machine organized and tidy no matter how many kubectl plugins you install with Krew. So I installed some plugins on my machine ahead of time. If I run kubectl Krew list, you're going to see these plugins that are installed right now on my machine. If I were to go and install these plugins manually myself, what I would need to do is probably go to GitHub, download the tarbles and zip files or whatever of each of these binaries, and then copy them somewhere in my path like user local bin, and then it would be up to me maintaining the updates for each of these plugins. Alternatively, you would need the developers of these plugins to package their plugins for each operating system and distro like Mac OS and a bunch of Linux distros out there separately. However, with Krew, there's no need to do that. Krew can provide a cross-platform way to install and manage plugins on your machine. So let's say I want to keep these plugins up to date and I want to upgrade them to their latest version. To do that, all I need to do is run kubectl Krew upgrade. As you can see here, with this command, Krew goes ahead and updates its local copy of the plugin index. This means Krew is now aware of the new plugins and upgrades for existing plugins that I have on my machine. And as it says here, hey, there is this new plugin if you want to install it. Otherwise, there are upgrades available for these plugins that you've installed. And this upgrade command actually will go ahead and install those upgrades on my machine. And as I scroll down here, you're going to see that, several of these plugins are upgraded. So if I were to run kubectl Krew list again, I would see updated version of these plugins. So now you know how to keep your plugins up to date if you install a bunch of plugins on your machine. Let's say you no longer use some of these plugins. So how do you get rid of them? Easy. By running kubectl Krew uninstall, you can specify a bunch of plugin names and those will be uninstalled. For example, if I specify who am I and who can and need plugins here, these plugins will be cleanly uninstalled from my machine. If you haven't realized by now, many aspects of the Krew plugin manager are actually similar to package managers that you might be used to, like Homebrew and apt-get. If you use package managers like these, you won't have any trouble using Krew at all. In the next episode, I want to show you my favorite kubectl plugins that I really love using, so stay tuned and subscribe to watch the next episode.